I don't like coffee in the morning.
Neither do I. I'm not a morning coffee person at all.
Really? So what do you prefer?
Tea. Or rather, a very specific kind of tea. Ginger and lemon. Nothing else will do.
Either that or nothing at all.
Exactly. Either my ginger tea or I don't function.
3 words, 6 uses between us, and every single one was natural, correct, and slightly different in meaning. I genuinely did not notice until you pointed it out. That is exactly how Fluent English works. The words are so embedded that you stop thinking about them. Today, we make either, neither, and rather feel exactly that natural for you.
Welcome to Day 8 of the Boundless English 30-Day Grammar Challenge. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jade. Welcome to Week 2. If you completed all 7 days of Week 1, you have built an extraordinary foundation. Today, we move into connecting words, the words that link your ideas, add contrast, show alternatives, and make your English flow rather than stutter.
And we are starting with 3 words that learners either avoid entirely or mix up constantly. Either, neither, rather.
3 words, multiple uses each, all covered today. Let us start with either. Either. 4 main uses. And the pronunciation, just to settle it, both either and either are correct. British English tends toward either. American English often uses either. Both are acceptable everywhere. Use 1. Either meaning one or the other, presenting 2 options or alternatives. The structure is either or.
You can have either tea or coffee. One of the two. Your choice. She speaks either French or Spanish at home. I can never remember which. Either we leave now or we miss the train entirely.
The key is that either or presents a choice between 2 things. Both are possible, one will be selected.
So either here means 2 options exist and one will happen.
Exactly. And the word that follows either should grammatically match the word that follows or, either tea or coffee. Both nouns. Either she comes or she calls. Both clauses.
That parallel structure makes it sound polished and professional.
Very professional. Let me test you. You can study either on weekday evenings, at the weekend.
Or either on weekday evenings or at the weekend.
Perfect. Use 2 of either, agreement in negative sentences. This is the one that confuses learners most.
When someone makes a negative statement and you agree with them, you can use either at the end of your sentence. I don't like early mornings. I don't either. Meaning, I also do not like early mornings. I agree. Neither do I is more common, but I don't either is equally correct and very natural. She hasn't seen that film. I haven't either. He can't come. I can't either.
Notice, the negative is in the main statement. Either at the end adds agreement to that negative. I don't either. He hasn't either. We can't either.
And this is the use where people often reach for neither, which is also correct. Let us go there now.
Neither. The partner of either, but for negative meaning only. Neither already contains the negative, so you never combine it with another negative word.
I don't like coffee. Neither do I. Neither means not either. Not one and not the other. The negativity is built in.
So the structure with neither is always positive verb form because the negative is already inside the word. Neither do I, not neither don't I. Neither has she, not neither hasn't she.
Neither contains its own not. You never add another one.
Never. Say it one more time so it sticks.
Neither already means not either. Never add another negative. Neither do I, not neither don't I.
Perfect. And neither has a second major use, neither nor, the negative partner of either or.
Neither tea nor coffee works for me. I prefer juice. Neither this one
nor that one. Both are excluded. Both are rejected.
She speaks neither French nor Spanish, only English. He was neither angry nor upset, just disappointed. The film was neither too long nor too short.
Either or, one of these two options. Neither nor, none of these two options. Perfect opposites.
And the same parallel structure rule applies. The word after neither should match the word after nor grammatically.
Neither fast nor slow. Both adjectives. Neither he nor she. Both pronouns. Clean, parallel, elegant.
Now, subject-verb agreement with neither. This is where even native speakers sometimes make mistakes.
When neither appears as a subject, it is technically singular, so the verb should be singular too. Neither of the answers is correct. Not are correct, is correct. Technically.
In formal writing, definitely singular. Neither of my friends was available. Neither option seems right.
But in everyday spoken English, plural verbs after neither are very commonly heard. Neither of them were happy. Many native speakers say this naturally.
So the rule is, in formal and written English, use singular. In casual spoken English, plural is widely accepted. For exams and professional writing, stick with singular.
Formal? Neither of the candidates is suitable. Casual? Neither of them were there. Both heard constantly.
Friends, welcome to Day 8 and Week 2 of the 30-Day Grammar Challenge. If you are learning something new today, please subscribe to Boundless English and like this video. Comment either below to mark your Day 8. We read every single comment, and your support keeps this challenge alive. Now, rather. The most versatile of today's 3 words, and the most misunderstood.
Rather has 3 main uses, and they feel quite different from each other.
Use 1. Rather as a preference. Would rather means would prefer. It expresses a preference between 2 things.
I would rather have tea than coffee. I prefer tea. She would rather stay home than go out tonight. She prefers staying home. Would you rather walk or take a taxi?
The structure is would rather plus base verb. And when comparing 2 options, would rather plus base verb plus than plus base verb.
I would rather work from home than commute 2 hours every day. Both verbs in base form. She would rather be honest than avoid the conversation.
And in informal spoken English, would rather is almost always contracted to I'd rather. I'd rather have tea. She'd rather stay. We'd rather not, if that's okay.
That contraction is so natural. I'd rather? Almost everyone says it this way in conversation.
Let me test you. She was offered 2 jobs. She accept the smaller salary than work for a company she does not believe in.
She would rather accept the smaller salary than work for a company she does not believe in. Would rather plus base verb, accept. Than plus base verb, work.
Perfect. Use 2 of rather than, as a connector showing preference or contrast between actions or comparisons.
I decided to walk rather than take the bus. Instead of taking the bus, I chose to walk. She addressed the issue directly rather than avoiding it. She chose directness over avoidance.
Rather than here means instead of, or in preference to. It shows what was chosen and what was rejected. Very elegant and very natural.
He resigned rather than accept the new terms. We should talk about this rather than pretending it is not happening.
And use 3. Rather as a qualifier or intensifier. This use is very common in British English, especially.
Rather meaning quite, fairly, or to a significant degree. Often stronger than quite, but softer than very.
That was rather impressive. Quite impressive. Significantly impressive. I am rather tired today. More than just a little tired. The situation is rather more complicated than we expected.
Rather, as a qualifier, sounds very measured and thoughtful. It suggests you have considered your words carefully.
And in the phrase, or rather, which we used in our opening conversation, It is used to correct or refine something you just said. I'd like tea. Or rather, I'd like whatever you're having. You started to say one thing and then corrected yourself to be more precise. Very natural in real conversation. She was late. Or rather, she arrived exactly as the meeting was starting. A polite self-correction. Or rather is one of those expressions that makes spoken English sound reflective and careful. Very impressive when used naturally.
Now let us bring all three words together. Either, neither, rather. And look at how they appear side by side in real situations.
Situation 1. Giving options in a professional context.
We can either schedule the meeting for Monday morning or postpone it until next week. Neither option is ideal, but I would rather confirm now than leave it unresolved.
Either or for 2 options. Neither, saying both are not ideal. Rather, expressing clear preference for action now.
3 words, 1 sentence. All 3 uses correct and natural.
Situation 2. Agreeing with a negative statement.
I didn't enjoy the presentation.
Neither did I. It was rather too long and covered neither the key points nor the action items we needed.
Neither for agreement with a negative. Rather as a qualifier. Neither nor for rejection of both things.
Situation 3. Expressing personal preference.
Would you rather stay for another round of drinks or head home?
I'd rather go, to be honest. I'm rather tired. And neither of us has work tomorrow, but I'd still rather get some sleep.
Perfect. Natural, comfortable. The words are just there, doing their job without drawing attention to themselves.
That is the goal. Grammar that serves the communication, not grammar that interrupts it.
Let us do the practice game. 6 rapid-fire gaps. Fill in either, neither, or rather.
Ready.
1. She speaks either English or French, depending on the situation.
Either. Either English or French.
2. I don't enjoy long meetings. I don't either.
Either. I don't either. Agreeing with a negative statement.
3. Of the options they presented was acceptable.
Neither. Neither of the options, meaning not one and not the other.
4. I would deal with this now, then leave it for next week.
Rather. I would rather deal with this now. Preference. Would rather plus base verb.
5. She was surprised by the result, given everything that had happened.
Rather. She was rather surprised, using rather as a qualifier. Quite surprised. More than a little surprised.
6. The team leader. The manager was informed about the change.
Neither nor. Neither the team leader nor the manager. Both excluded. Both unaware.
6 for 6. Everyone correct.
Let us do the full recap. Either. 4 uses. 1. Either or for presenting 2 alternatives. Either tea or coffee. 2. Agreement with negatives at the end of a sentence. I don't either. 3. Can mean both in some positive contexts. There are trees on either side of the road. 4. With not either to express agreement with a negative. Interchangeable with neither in informal speech. Neither. 2 main uses. 1. Neither nor to exclude 2 things. Neither this nor that. 2. Agreement with negatives. Stronger and more formal than not either. Neither do I. Neither has she. Key rule. Neither already contains the negative. Never add another one. Neither do I. Not neither don't I. Subject-verb agreement. Technically singular. Neither of them is correct. Casual speech often uses plural.
Rather. 3 uses. 1. Would rather for preference. I'd rather have tea. I'd rather stay than go. 2. Rather than as a connector showing preference or contrast. walk rather than drive. 3. Rather as a qualifier, meaning quite or fairly. Rather impressive, rather tired, or rather for gentle self-correction.
Today's task. Write 3 sentences. 1 using either or, 1 using neither nor, and 1 using would rather than. Say them all out loud. Make them about your real life.
Comment either below when your task is complete. And tell us, would you rather have tea or coffee in the morning? We want to know.
Tomorrow is day 9, and we are looking at how to connect sentences naturally in English. The linking words that make your ideas flow. See you then.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Day 8 done. Keep going.